Connecting. We're going to click on start over here. Amazing. I could see us already on Binance Live and across different social media platforms as well. Now I'm going to play our countdown video for about 20 seconds. Hello everyone. Welcome to our online show across different social media platforms. Today we are live streaming with May over here from the MBD Financials, and we are live streaming across different social media platforms. Let me take a look how many different social media platforms that we are currently live streaming at. Well, we are doing it on Binance Live, we are doing it on our Twitch Live and YouTube Live, as well as our Twitter Live, and so far we see lots and lots of audience already being here. And before we officially start this live session, I also saw we had over 121 friends clicking on the reminders, right? That is great. Thank you so much for supporting us. And we are going to shout out to May over here because before we officially started the AMA session, we were just talking about women in Web3, right? And today is a great chance for us to talk about some very hot topics with May from the MBD Financials. We are going to talk about some AI-driven advancements and a lot of widespread adoption. Can't wait to hear from May. Hi May, would you like to introduce yourself and your role at MBD Financials, as well as your journey to Web3? Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And exactly like you kind of mentioned, these are super exciting to be able to be on a lot of these podcasts with other females in the space. So I'm super excited to have you as a host me here. So hi, everyone. My name is May Mahboob. I am the co-founder of MBD Financials. A little bit about MBD Financials. What we're building is a photorealistic, decentralized metaverse business district. I know it's a little bit of a mouthful, but the great part about what we're doing in this space is we're in a mission to really transform the digital landscape. So it's a ecosystem that focuses on three things that I feel like is a problem in the space, which is providing accessibility to be really truly inclusive, regardless of where you're located, with solution that adds some sort of value based off of your socioeconomic status, right? The next thing is affordability, having solutions that everyone can afford, whether it's low gas fees or being able to have that interactive experience, and autonomy. So we'll dig a little bit deeper into AI as well. And it's an ecosystem where individuals can create their own financial status.
That is very interesting. Thank you so much, May, for sharing us about your role and also what the MBD Financials is doing. We definitely would like to learn more about it during today's live streaming session. And how do you see the Web3 space evolving over the next few years? As we know that right now it's kind of like in the bear market, right? And what will Web3 space become for the coming years? And also what implications do you think this will have for funders and entrepreneurs in this space? I also already see a lot of people actually left Web3 completely, and I'm glad to see that May is still building the MBD Financials together with a team. Thank you, and please answer the questions for us. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So I have been in the Web3 space, cryptocurrency, for many years, a little over 9 years now, actually. Seems like a lot. But so the technology in general has evolved so much, and we've seen this huge expansion of Web3 solution. And I think it came from a movement of really understanding how data is fully controlled and how data is utilized based off of your activities. One of the things that, previous to this, I come from a brick and mortar space where centralized data is utilized to understand user or consumers' interaction with, whether it's even from products that you purchase to the loan that you're receiving to your Google search, right? So intent data is a really large area that most consumer industry organizations focus in. So if you've ever been on your phone and you're having a conversation and your phone's nearby, and you wonder right after that, you're talking about, let's say, shoes, or you're talking about, going to a event coming up, and you open Facebook or any other application and you see all of these ads kind of pop up exactly to that. I know a lot of my friends are like, oh, our phone's listening to us. Well, that technically is exactly what it's doing. It's collecting all of that data and providing you with customized solution. But that data is centralized. So what Web3 is going to allow us to do is have full control over your data and allow you to monetize the way that you monetize based off of the data that you use. So with a transition to Web3, you're going to see a lot of solutions that are decentralized, right? So having full control over not just your data, your financial solutions, how you interact with brands, organizations, how you interact with your, whether it's your banks or loans that you are able to kind of take out. So one of the things that we're going to see is growth in having a mature space. So the DeFi sector in itself is going to become more diverse. So I think there will be more financial solutions and products and services that are going to be available where an individual is able to customize based off of their, and I mentioned this quite a bit, their socioeconomic status, further lending platforms where you're able to utilize your tokens or even your assets that are tied to the real world. So bridging the gap between digital assets and real world assets, it's going to be a huge transition into a Web3 space. And that's going to be a major play, having actual utilities that tie into the real world. So we're bridging the gap between this entire, this is what cryptocurrency is, and this is the value it holds digitally, but how can I utilize it in the real world? So I think that's going to be a huge movement as well.
Wow, bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. Wow, that's amazing and going to make our life more convenient because we know that right now it's kind of like if people are like into Web3, we kind of like divide our life into two parts, right? The Web2, the physical life, and the digital life over here. And a lot of times, people around us, they might not really have the knowledge about Web3. And sometimes it's also too complicated for a lot of people to learn how to use the digital wallets, crypto wallets, right? And also how to purchase some cryptos, right? And yeah, so and also with a lot of misunderstanding as well. Yeah, when we were talking about these things, and so this is definitely great because as more and more people are being able to use it in their everyday life, they're going to have deeper understanding about the crypto space, and will accept it, right? And I think this is actually very convenient, nice. And friends, I also like to share my screen because I want to invite all of our audience over here to participate a great giveaway events over here. And yeah, friends, if you go to our MBD financials, okay, it's very easy to find their official Twitter handle, MBD FINANCIALS, okay, and then click on follow, right? Check out here, like, retweet, take three friends and follow our MBD financials, as well as be sure to click on our bonus live and then screenshot that you are watching our AMA sessions over here. Then we are going to draw some lucky winners and give you crypto boxes, your individual crypto boxes. We also have the box rent right now, right? So so far we have over 1,700 views already. Thank you so much, my friends. Be sure to help us to share this post. Okay, there are different ways to share, right? Like retweet, take 3 friends, and post in the comments with your screenshot that you are watching us on Binance Live for a chance to win additional prizes from us. Thank you so much. And next, we're going to come back over here. During today's live streaming session, we're going to select some lucky winners, and then after the end of today's session, we will also live streaming live. We are giving away prizes to our audience. The next question we have for May over here is how do you balance the need of innovation and experiment with the need to maintain stability and consistency for your users and stakeholders? Because we wanted to have something new, right? But also for the things that are already there, how do we maintain and how do we retain our original users, and also how do we attract newcomers, right? And also be creative and innovative. Thank you.
Of course. And that's a great question because I think I'll start with some of the challenges that we see in the Web3 space. And I'd love to afterwards hear your thoughts if you see similar things as well. I think one of the biggest challenges, Web3 is a very fragmented space and it's very overwhelming. There's way too many solutions. And I think initially, as technology is expanding very, very quickly, but we're not allowing the rest of the world to really catch up. So it kind of seems like it was made for people in the tech space or developers and individuals that understand cryptocurrency. So one of the things that I believe that we really, as us as builders, need to focus on is slowing down the pace of development and allowing individuals that quite don't understand to catch up with the rest of us. So again, tying back to the fragmented space, some of the things that are really, really important is through innovation is being able to utilize solutions that are there, solving one of the biggest problem, which is saving time and providing a very simplified user experience. So that's one of the things that we're focused on is how at MBD Financials is how do we tie in current business models and current solutions into this Web3 space, allowing a seamless transition from Web2 to Web3 for organizations, businesses, or individuals that are looking to monetize in this space via, again, real world assets and digital assets. I call it phygital twins. So the phygital is a physical product or solution. You're creating a digital twin of that solution via NFTs and in the virtual space, right? So I think us as society, exactly back to what our title says, like Web3, AI, Metaverse, NFTs, they all become the new digital DNA of the new digital society. It's the next era of the internet. So each one kind of represents the foundational element that we all bring, us as humans, how we interact with technology. So simplifying processes, utilizing AI to bring autonomy to these solutions, language translation, chat bots. I think the more we simplify, the bigger the transition and more user on board that we're going to achieve.
Very interesting. So utilize AI. Definitely later we would like to learn more from May because we know that probably since the end of last year people started to talk about different AI tools, right? However, it was like booming until spring this year, especially in March, right? Starting from March, and every month we could see there are a lot of AI tools, and sometimes people are also talking about is AI part of Web3 or are they actually different, and how do we use those tools to make our life easier and also maybe also to help us when building projects, right, or managing our communities. That is, yeah, definitely a great point. And we also would like to once again share our screen with the audience over here. Friends, don't miss these great opportunities because, yeah, today we are giving away additional prizes for our audience. Yeah, I know that we already gave 2 rounds of crypto boxes, right? We're going to give another round over here, and we do hope that friends be sure to support our uh, our guest speaker May over here from the MBD Financials, and also give them a follow on Twitter as well. So like retweet, take 3 friends and screenshot like you are watching us over here on Binance. I already see some friends starting to post your screenshot. That is great. We will start to pick some lucky audience during today's sessions as well. And let's talk about another very good topic right here. And the question for May over here is, how do you see the current state of Web3 adoption? As we know, a lot of projects go was, well, we want a mass adoption, right? We want to see millions, even billions of people to join Web3, right? And so how do you see the current state of Web3 adoption, and what do you think needs to happen to accelerate the adoption of MDs and Web3 technology? Because it seems like the adoption rate of Web3 is a lot slower than AI, right? How would you, um, do you have any strategies to, yeah, speed up the mass adoptions of Web3 technology? Thank you.
Of course. It has slowed down, right? So I think it goes through these, I call it hashtag hypes, right? So it was first the metaverse because Meta came out and started talking about the metaverse. And then we transitioned into Web3 and NFTs, again, digital assets. Then we transitioned into AI, and currently it's real world assets, tokenization of real world assets. But what we really need to understand is it all comes together as one. It's all part of the new digital era, right? So adoption has slowed down, again, going back to being overly complicated instead of simplifying it, where people that aren't in the Web3 space generally understand. So I think a lot of what, I was talking to one of my other colleagues, and what we realized is a lot of Web3 projects, a new solution comes out, and especially tokenized projects, and we play hot potato, right? So I liquidate from one project to invest into another because I think that's going to be the new biggest thing. And I think what's really important for people to understand is the value any project brings and the value that it's adding in regards to mass adoption. How do we onboard Web2 users into the Web3 space? So one of our approaches is not just launching the metaverse as a whole. Some of the use cases that we followed were, well, the active Decentraland as well as sandbox users that we see versus when you think about Roblox, they have over 59 million users per month. So how did they really achieve that? And they're actually a centralized metaverse that existed way before, right? Before the whole era of Meta and Metaverse came out. So we took a similar approach for mass adoption, just like Roblox focuses on developers as well as the end user, and it's a reward economy for both developers as well as users. We bring that forward into a Web3 space, and we start with enterprises, organizations that currently add value, whether it's products, services, like the commerce space. We saw Starbucks use case and what Lacoste recently did and what Nike's doing. One of the biggest use cases I follow and really study deeply is Lacoste, right? They started with NFTs, then they went into token gated community with rewards for their NFT holders, and then they launched a actual digital digital landscape of being able to shop virtually, and it's accessibility agnostic. So whether you're on a VR headset or whether you're on your cell phone, that was massively adopted by the general commerce space. So we're doing something similar, onboarding organizations and businesses, especially in the commerce space, as well as financial organizations that provide a current value in the real world, and transitioning, helping them with a seamless transition, of what we call a white glove service. We show them the value of transitioning to the Web3 space, allowing them to be able to reach a larger audience and tying in real world use cases. So I think that's going to be key to adoption, as well as simplifying the education piece. Everybody talks about education being one of the biggest players, but I think it's going to be simplified solutions and adding real value to the end user.
Very interesting. Yes. Okay. So, to teach the users how to use the Web3 tools and then try to do mass adoptions, right? And also, yeah, and sometimes feel like we also need to have those big brands, right? That when they come to Web3, like I think, yeah, last year, yeah, there is a another social media platform that like issue a, they call it as a digital collectibles. Okay, like don't call it NFTs. They call it a digital collectibles, but they actually deploy it. They actually launch it on the Polygon chain, and I think that attract about 6 million users to mint it. That is really amazing. Later, I'm going to find more details about it, and we also know that Amazon has their NFT marketplace, right? It also just opened recently, and do hope that these will help more users to learn more about Web3 and overall the knowledge over here, just like you say, right? Education, and also to really teach the um, web tours, right, and how to use these functions. That's really important. Thank you for sharing, May. And we would like to share our screen again, but this time we're going to go to a different page. This time we're actually looking at our Binance Live front page right here, the homepage of Binance Live, and everyone you could see that yes, our even banner is featured over here. And thank you so much, our Binance Live team, for supporting us. And friends, this is very easy to find us because you just need to go to Binance.com and then English slice live, right? And you can find us over here. Just click on our banner, right? Like you can join us. Please tell us to share the our Twitter post, just like earlier we said it, right? And I'm going to refresh it right away because we wanted to have some fresh posts over here, right? And also we are going to draw a very first winner because I already saw a lot of friends starting to post your screenshots. Thank you so much for supporting us. Oh, we have a new friend over here. Lao Pathway. Okay. Thank you for supporting us. And be sure to also follow our MBD financials, and also help us to like and retweet as well. I see like you already tagged 3 friends. Let's pick you as our very first winner. And friends, this is very easy, right? You just need to help us to share the information on your Twitter handle, and you have a chance to win your individualized crypto box. At the end of today's live session, I'm going to show that I am dropping crypto boxes to our winners. So friends, keep them coming, okay? Help us to like, retweet, tag 3 friends, also follow. Ooh, I think, okay. And we're going to come back to our session over here. We have another question to ask May, the co-founder at MBD Financials. What do you see as the biggest challenges facing the adoption of NFT technologies? How is MBD Financials addressing these challenges? Because, well, definitely it is not easy, right? How can we, try to let more people to join us, and what are the challenges over here, and how do we solve the issues? Thank you.
Of course. So some of the challenges, again, I feel like I'm like saying the same thing over, but some of the challenges is that onboarding process. So keeping it fragmented as and limiting the fragmentation. So, one of the things that we're doing is not just building solutions ourselves, but partnering with vetted solutions, vetted projects to bring together an ecosystem of any and every solution that you might need. For example, one of our very first deliverables is a cross chain AI NFT marketplace with an aggregator, right? So the reason why we focused on so many solutions packed in as one is because for that individual that wants to start their own NFT project, or let's say you're a Web two fashion store or fashion brand, and you want to transition into Web three, we allow individuals, especially utilizing AI. We also launched what we call Chat MBD, and it's a content creation platform that's already pre-created with templates. So even when you utilize ChatGPT, you actually realize that you have to have the prompts exactly corrected, and it's also dated. So it doesn't provide you with all the up-to-date content in regards to Web3 or where the digital landscape's kind of going. So on our platform, you're able to not only create content that's already created with templates, so you can create your own NFT. It asks you for your utilities and creates the entire model for you, as well as digital twins of your products and solutions. And it directly mints onto the platform and also provides you with analytics. So it's kind of like Amazon meets Blurb meets OpenSea with analytics merged together. And let's say you don't want to launch in Web3, we actually integrated a multi-vendor platform, which is kind of like Web2. So you could easily launch your Web2 that gives you Web2 products and solutions, services that gives you access to Web3 users as well. So I think that's a major step in that mass adoption, being able to provide all of these solution all under one platform that you as a user find valuable because it's a rewarding ecosystem. So you're learn to earn, being able to utilize your tokens, loyalty structure, brand loyalty between all of the brands that we're going to be onboarding and organization, as well as having exposure to products that you may not even see that's halfway across the world, but at the same time giving back, right? So we talk about blockchain being very inclusive, and that's a huge focus for us, allowing every single individual, regardless of where they're located, to have this borderless ecosystem where they can have access regardless of having actual monetary funds that you could invest in. They could earn for learning, they could earn for playing a game, they could earn or have work opportunities for some of the brands that we bring on board. So having everything on chain provides that transparency as well.
That is fantastic. And friends, I also cannot wait to show everyone the MBD Financial's official website. Let me share my screen one more time and let everyone know how to find it. Okay, over here, let's go back to our Twitter again because it's the best place to find a lot of information, resources over here. And just go to our post, right? You can find it on both MBD Financial's official Twitter handle or unless your handle, right? And then let's click on over here and be sure to click on follow and then click on the website MBD Financials, and then it will take you to here. This looks pretty cool. Oh my. Yeah, and friends, you can learn more about the MD Financials. Yeah, they have like stories and teen advisor news, tokenomics, a lot of docs over here. Ah, the docs team, I like that. White paper. Awesome. Also have launch marketplace, AI studio, and exchanges. Great. So, friends, yeah, don't miss the opportunity to learn more about the MBD financials. Let me go back to our original page again to let everyone know how to find it. Okay, first go to our Twitter live. We are having a giveaways right now, right? So go to Twitter and then you are going to follow our MD Financial. Click on follow, okay, and then it will take you to their intro over here, and then click on that. So it will take you directly to their website. That is really good. And spend some time to read those information and learn about MD Financials that you could connect a lot of the information that we shared during today's live MA session with the project team. And then you're going to getting to learn more about the project and the team, right? Because they also have their team's introduction over there, and then about if you are interested into the technical parts, right, or into the tokenomics, right? You can also find all the resources there. So don't miss the chance and visit their website and follow them to learn more about how MD Financials could utilize AI tools and then to bringing more users to Web3. This is really a innovative move. And then we are going to, of course, draw another lucky winner. Okay, let me refresh my screen again. Share this page. Okay, refresh because we wanted to make sure that everyone was included when we draw. Okay, let's go. Okay, we already got a winner over here. Let's see. Ooh, and we have more over here. Nice. We have more friends. Yeah, already screenshots over here. Let's give it to this is a old friend come here again. Okay, Ziv. Let's select you as a winner. Thank you so much, old friend, for coming back again. And we are going to come back to our Q&A sessions over here. And all winners, well, later I will send you a that is called our crypto box link. Okay, in the past we give away crypto box code. Right? You could type the code and then into your Binance app, and then you are going to receive your individual crypto box, right? And recently, Binance have the link. That is very convenient. Like you only need to click on a link, and then you could um, receive your prizes, which is great. Okay, let's go to our question number 6 over here. May, how do you envision the future of NFTs and Web3 technology evolving over the next few years? Because as we could see right now, the price of a lot of the so-called blue chip NFT collections, right? Like all-time low. For example, Azuki dropped like 90% off from their all-time high, right? And BYC probably also about 80 something percent off already. Right now, I think the full price is around 25. Yeah, so how do you envision the future of NFTs? And of course, Web3 is not just NFTs, right? So the overall Web3 technology evolving over the next few years, and also what role do you see MBD Financials playing in this evolution? Thank you.
Of course, you're absolutely correct. I think a lot of the NFTs that you currently see and that didn't have quite as bigger utility kind of tied to it is transitioning out, and more NFTs that are created for, let's say, organizations or have actual utilities will become more widely adopted. So when you look at some of the use case of where it's kind of transitioning, initially brand loyalty, NFTs don't necessarily have to have some sort of a monetary value at all times. It could be created as almost like, with your iPhones, when we transition to digital membership cards or digital passports, or having your digital credit card in your Apple Pay and being able to utilize that. I think NFTs will become more of a value based off of the organization it comes from. So if you have a certain NFT, it doesn't necessarily have to cost something. It gives you access to communities, or it gives you access to some sort of a membership that's being utilized, right? That's the value created. That it's the supply and demand. So, and one of the main things that you'll kind of see, that new use case that's widely adopted, airlines, they started using their loyalty model in the form of NFTs. So that's the value creation. And in addition to being able to launch further collections, or being able to add more users to it. So I think those are some of the use cases that we'll start to see. Let's say, for example, I see like gyms adopting NFTs for their members, being able to use it anywhere, or rentable NFTs. That's another area that part of our real world asset tokenized platform that we're looking into. How do you create NFTs that are fractionalized, whether it's for investment opportunity or NFT giving you access to imagine like an Airbnb in the form of NFTs properties. And where I see technology kind of expanding as further use cases being built out, having those real world utilities is going to change the entire ecosystem as a whole. I think projects that didn't add that value prior to this movement will start to see that, the end user or investor is looking for, how does this project add value in regards to the solutions that they're building. I don't know if you remember back in the day, like Doge, for example. I was a very, very, very early Doge investor. I was actually living in Singapore, and it was during that time where Doge kind of just launched. It was widely being adopted in Indonesia. So I ended up investing in Doge way back then, and being able to kind of see, well, what does it even represent? It was just a token. It didn't come with some sort of utility. It didn't come with a solution that projects were creating. So now I think most tokenized projects, there's a value added to it. I see it almost like going IPO at the same time, like launching your brand, your solution, but launching in the stock market at the same time. It holds some sort of value, and investors are more educated now, and they want to see what you're doing, what you're building, how are you building this out. So I think that's where we see like the next big movement is Web2 adopting and really being creative with real world assets.
Nice. Yeah, what's adopting, and yeah, okay with real world assets. Yes, RWA, right? Is yeah, also yeah, another trending topic this year. Nice. Thank you so much, May, for sharing all the information. And for our audience, I know this is a lot of information for you to learn in this short session, right? But no worries, this is replayable. And after a live session, we will do 2 rounds of live replays, and then after a while, or yeah, Bana's live platform will also upload all the replays to the cloud, and then it's replayable over and over again. Like you could watch over and over again for a long time. So if you think, wow, this is a lot of information, right? Then no worries, because yeah, we'll yeah definitely have opportunity to learn it again. And please be sure to follow the MBD Funnel. So I'm going to share the screen again, because I could see last we got more audience joining us, and also help us to like, retweet, text through your friends, as well as screenshot that they are watching. And I also see some very positive comments over here. People say that this is a great information sharing session. So shout out to May, the co-founder of MBD Financials, because she's really well prepared and she brings a lot of knowledge to us. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And next, we are going to scroll down to see if we have any new friends, because I recognize some new faces over here. Oh my. You see that we have a lot more screenshots over here. And I wanted to give it to to Katrina. Katrina over here. Okay, we also see that, yeah, JKJ says nice nation guest, right? Yeah, definitely makes a great guest speaker. And Katrina, congratulations, because I remember previously you also participated in giveaways, right? And you didn't win all the time, so today we would like to select you as a winner. We wanted to try to, yeah, let different audience to receive prizes every time, and so everyone has, yeah, a lot of chances to get your individual crypto boxes as well. Well, we also just dropped another round of crypto boxes to Sabra. Right now we have 4,000 views already. Thank you, friends, for supporting us, and be sure to come back to the replay again after the end of our AMA session. Okay, so we are going to come back. Friends, no worries. Later we will pick more winners. Okay, after another round of Q&As over here. So, May, another question over here is, what role do you see that MVD Financials playing in creating more equitable and just global economy, and how does the platform support the growth and development of underserved communities? Oh my goodness, when talking about underserved communities, West 3 seems too far away from it, right? How do you see that MVD Financials could do for them? Thank you.
Of course. And this subject is very near and dear to my heart, as well as my business partner, the founder, Fred. The way we really got started with the project is a vision to provide equitable solutions and services to individuals all across the globe. I personally I was born in Bangladesh, which is in a developing country, and my parents had the resources. We relocated here when I was very, very young. I'm in the U.S., so one of the things that I always saw was the resources that I had the opportunity to be able to have access to, right? And even then, in developed countries, most of the larger countries, they're still underdeveloped communities. So I think initially when we talk about cryptocurrency and blockchain and what it can really do, when you look at even Axie Infinity and what they did in the Philippines, being able to earn in an environment by playing games and providing that, I think it still lacks that opportunity. I speak at a lot of various Web3 conferences, and as I walk through the booths and look at further solutions, when you look at, how can I launch or become an entrepreneur in the space and utilize my creativity to make a difference? Well, the resources are very expensive. So every solution has a subscription model, like airdrop to your community, and it's like monthly 2,000 to sometimes goes over 5,000 a month for one solution. So where we looked at it is, how do we help individual? Even when you talk about bank the unbanked, well, how can you really provide? How can they bank themselves if they don't have the funds to put into a bank? So how can we add back? How can we give back from a social impact perspective? I work with a lot of women and children throughout Southeast Asia as well as Africa, and we looked at education. But beyond education, I also partner with, coming from the beauty industry, looking at resources, how we purchase resources. So what we decided to do is build a brand where equitable services and solutions are readily available for individuals wherever they're located. And you don't have to necessarily have money to have access to these resources. That we provide opportunities from language translation, utilizing AI for educational content to be created based off of your level of understanding, work opportunities where you earn, regardless of whether you're in Asia or South America or Africa, that you earn the same currency and the same monetary value as someone living in a developed country. So providing these solutions and accessibility of resources, just like I had in the real world. And that's where we're bridging the gap. It provides individuals to break out of the cycle of inherited poverty. And that's what we initially came up with the idea to be able to provide, leveraging a lot of these, whether it's agriculture technology or a medical solution, healthcare. That's what each district is comprised of. And how do we achieve that? How will MBD? A lot of people say, it's very ambitious. It's a very big project, and we see it as we have a very executable roadmap. Our vision is executable deliverables that we see ourselves living up to. And we don't plan on doing this alone. That's where our partners, our vetted solution organizations that we onboard come into play. We are creating a foundation, and we're uniting ecosystems and communities onto our platform for a broader and larger reach. So we're creating a lot of the core solutions like AI integrated with our marketplace or content creation. We're solving some of the biggest problems to allow every single individual across the globe to have the same access as anyone that might not have had it before.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Respect. Wow, May. Thank you so much for bringing this up. And yes, yeah, you will actually have been hosting over and participating or organizing over 1,000 sessions in Web3. Oh yeah, and this is one of the few projects that really talk about this subject, yeah, about the underserved communities and also developing countries, right? Because most of the projects they are just focusing on we are going to build in Web3 and we're going to grow our community to make it larger and bigger and stronger. But few people really pay attention to other communities that who don't have the resources, right, to get leads. And yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much, May, for sharing this. Oh my, touched my heart. And also, we also have a lot of audience here from Bangladesh. And friends, if you are from Bangladesh, say hi. Yeah, to May over here. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, May, for letting us know about this plan. And friends, be sure to follow our MBD financials and give them support because this project is amazing. They are not just talking about themselves and mass adoptions and how to attract people to use their products, but they are also talking about how they could do for others, right, who don't have the resources or don't have the money to use these products, right? Thank you. That is amazing. And friends, as we are talking about here, we would like to refresh again and draw another lucky winner because we certainly want everyone to have equal opportunities to receive prizes as well. And we already select several friends. AZ Crypto, thank you. We would like to draw you as a winner. Looks like a new face to me. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for friends, who post cute emojis, right? The flowers and birds and love faces. That's one of the reasons I like to check each of the screenshots from our audience because we know you are real. We know you're there. We know you're watching or listening and learning and interacting with us. This is just great. Thank you so much. And thank you, May, for sharing a lot of great information with us as well. And next question over here. Okay. Well, kind of we are going to come back to our topic. May, could you please speak to any specific initiative or programs that MPD Financials has implemented or is going to implement to promote social impact and sustainability? And how have these initiatives been received by users and the broader community? Thank you.
Of course. I think, as within our community, we're very active, especially on our Telegram. I'm constantly reading, and I see it as motivation when our investors and our users actually provide feedback, and we take that back to the team to see how it could be improved, or if we're really every voice matters, every single team member's input matters, and that's important for us. And that allows us to really grow and mold the solutions and what we're trying to achieve. Through that, one of the things that we learned is that, we talk about providing accessibility, but how are we going to do that if it's not a charity? We're not a charitable organization. And the way we aim to achieve that, still being able to provide accessibility of resources, because ultimately a lot of projects, they give away a lot of tokens, but it comes from somewhere. Somebody is paying, right? So with our project, we want every single individual users to utilize solution, do what they usually do, but at the same time go to bed knowing that they have made an impact in someone's life. And the way we aim to do that is we're going to be launching what we call MBD Gems. And what MBD Gems are is a loyalty reward ecosystem where anyone and everyone can earn gems for various activities. Just like what you're doing with giveaways, it's similarly to that. And as we onboard projects and commerce industry organization through partnership, it works almost as a marketing tool as well. So organizations, like let's say it's a grocery chain store, and where they're launching their solution or loyalty model with us, and they could be located in a country in Africa, in Ghana, or they could be located in Spain. The way it works is people earn these gems for various activities, being active on our platform, or learning, or being able to share the message with someone. And then they could actually trade these gems for actual physical assets. So real world asset, they could trade it in for groceries for the week, or they could trade it in, even converted into tokens, or converted. We're working with a payment solution that offers on-ramp, off-ramp solution where individuals via WhatsApp is directly deposits funds into their bank account. So when you look at regulatory concerns, I don't have access to crypto, or how am I going to take the funds out of my wallet and be able to pay my electric bill? It simplifies that. So we're constantly looking for partnered solution, for example, cross-chain compatibility, and how can we make it that easy and simple to the lowest gas fees. So that's our initiative that we're putting in, is finding solutions to help every individual and simplify the process. Another thing is that working with governments and seeing how we could add that added value for locations that have a technological barrier. I mean, we've kind of seen what Elon Musk is doing with the internet. Now you have access through satellite to internet solutions, online solutions across the globe, even in the Amazon, right? So I think technology has come so far that who knows, maybe that individual that has the ability to cure cancer, they haven't had the resources to be able to kind of spread that information or learn from it. So I think we're going to come very far, and MBD Financials and us in general, every individual that's part of the project as a user, our advisors, or even investors, they're making an impact without even knowing. And that's what we want. Every individual is able to make an impact regardless of the size. And if it's not you, then who's going to do it, right? So that's ultimately the value that we see ourselves adding into the ecosystem.
Wow, that is really, yeah, a big plan, right? And thank you, May, for sharing all of this with us. And certainly, we looking forward to seeing the MBD Financials growing, right? So, what is your long-term vision for the MBD Financials platform? Where do you see the platform, for example, in 5 or 10 years? Thank you.
Yeah, we're definitely not a short-term project. So I always urge individuals to, when you are supporting the project and looking into being a part of the project investing, it is definitely long term. And even though we're going at a slower pace, it is very strategic. And the reasoning behind it is because our aim is to reach that mass adoption and not play hot potato, right? Where users kind of start utilizing our solutions and it becomes the hype and they move on. So the way we look at expanding our solution is that allowing, especially with our platform, with the NFT platform, then we'll add digital financial solutions and these onboard these partnered projects that are part of bigger communities and bigger ecosystems. That's where the expansion kind of goes. Ultimately, we're going to be building on Unreal Engine 5. So whether we're not going to launch, I'll be very frank, we're not going to launch our entire metaverse as a whole, probably even within the next year, because technology isn't quite there for it to be affordable where every single person owns this VR headset and has all of this, or even have the bandwidth to actually use Unreal Engine without it lagging. So our goal is to give it to our users, our end users in pieces. So providing the core that adds value, these solutions, then we'll integrate AR technology by bridging that gap. So Pokemon Go, for example, imagine being rewarded for businesses where you actually physically go to the location and you're able to earn rewards. So that's how we bridge the gap. And then we'll integrate the first district. We have several districts. I kind of had this idea from Ready Player Me meets Hunger Games, right? So each one kind of represents a industry. So then we'll launch our VR solution. Probably we're looking at a year and a half or so, the first district. And that way that will have a similar business model as like Roblox, where our goal is to have active over 59 million plus users on a daily basis, and whether they use it via cell phone or they use it via a computer, laptop, through their headsets, or even in a gamified way, we want every single person to have accessibility of the platform in any technological way.
Yes, may I certainly agree with the strategy, right? Not launching the complete metaverse at the same time. For one thing, is a lot is overwhelming, and also for a lot of people, they actually don't have the opportunity to enjoy all of the resources that we could provide because we need a lot of extra tools, right? At least for now, yeah. As a tech is for those tools are not super advanced, right? Things I still need some time to catch up, and a lot of people already say that they cannot stand with wearing that huge, should we say, kind of like a um, protecting hat, right? They could not wearing that, yeah, for all day long. Yeah, it's not a real lightweight eyeglasses. Yeah, it's certainly not kind of convenient for a lot of people. So yeah, I think the strategy is certainly very good. And thank you for sharing these with us. And we also would like to shout out with MBD Financials being a long-term project, right? Because currently we could see that a lot of projects in Web3, they are super short term, sometimes 1 month, 1 week, or even 1 day, and then they are disappear. They are gone, right, forever. So this is great to know about the MB project. That the goal, right, is to want it to be a long-term project. And
And
let's go back to our
so I was
Twitter.
just going to add as well, just for the users, we, as far as long-term project, those are some of the things to see. We initially started the project between Fred and I. We self-funded the project completely. We really wanted to build that brand foundation and start working on solution. We have over 16 advisors from various industries, ex-SAP vice president, and we have like a Microsoft executive, a Cardano Foundation founding members. So from every industry to help, as they're going to play a strategic part as we kind of expand and our go-to-market strategy. And what we ended up doing is in this bear market, we went out with a project, with the foundation built, and how we're going to execute it. And we raised 10 million for our seed round, which, you know, I've never raised capital ever before, even with my other companies. So this was very interesting, but that validated, it was one VC based out of LA that came in and said, you know what, we see the potential and this is executable. It makes sense of how it comes together. So those are important things to see, that we're also very proud of the fact that we were able to achieve that, and we know how we're going to execute it. So that's exciting for not just our team, but just for the growth of the project in itself.
Wow, that is amazing. Also, congratulations, yeah, for being supported by VCs, because yeah, certainly they have done a lot of due diligence, right? A lot of research on MBD financials, and then they decided they would like to invest in money to a project. Wow, this proves a lot of things, friends. And next, we are going to, yeah, as we mentioned, we are going to come back to our Twitter, and I already selected a winner because I see, like, Mohammed, I believe you have been participating for so many times, but for some reason previously you was not selected, right? So over here we would like to pick you as a winner, and thank you so much for keep coming back to our live streaming sessions, and yeah, and so listening and learning together. And friends, if you would like to participate with the additional giveaways on top of the current box rents during our live session over here on Binance Live, please go to Twitter, and you could see that. Go to MBD Financial's official Twitter handle. You are going to see they already post a tweet earlier, right? And then, or you could go to Malay's personal account, and then you are going to find also post additional instructions over here, like retweet, take 3 friends, and follow our MBD Financials, as well as watch Binance Live and share your screenshot to prove like you are watching or interacting with us, and then for a chance to win your individual crypto boxes. Thank you, and already gave away. Yeah, pick a lot of winners, and later we're going to start to drop the cryptos to our winners after the end of our live session. Well, May, we don't want to let you go, but wow, I can't believe how an hour has passed so fast. Let me drop another crypto box to our lovely audience over here. We have a lot more views during these last few questions. That is great. And friends, no worries if you miss our first part of this AMA session. You could still come back and watch our replays as well. And another question, yeah, before we let May go over here, is that we will, what advice? We would like to hear from you. What advice would you give to someone who is interested in getting involved in Web3, Metaverse, and empty space? And what resources or tools would you recommend for someone just starting out? This is a very important question, because we hope not just our Web3 users could watch this AMA session. We also hope a lot of Web2 users could also have an opportunity to watch this, right? So, microphone to you. Thank you.
Yeah. What I would recommend is starting with the basics, right? So find a few individuals that you can relate to, especially in the Web3 space. I think we're kind of, there's a lot of speakers. I personally speak at many conferences and podcasts and events, and it becomes a passion to be able to share a lot of the knowledge. It's still very new, so even me being part of this ecosystem. Every night, my bedtime story happens to be use cases of other projects and white papers. So I enjoy reading, and that's just something that I do. But through that reading, I learned so many things. And now we have, Google and chatbots and so many free resources that are available that every single individual can um, scout those out and kind of listen to it and do it. Some of my team members have been telling me, you need to start doing more educational videos, and that's something I'm putting a bigger effort in, and we'll be doing a lot more. But listening to like even this podcast, right, to your the guests that you bring on board and the information that you share, I think that's so valuable. So keeping up with this, even during, having it play in the background and thinking of ideas. If you ever had an idea and you wondered, can I do this, or how do I even, can I become an entrepreneur, this is the best time that you actually can. It's affordable, and it's community supported. It's a creator and consumer economy. So this is the best time ever to really get your ideas out in front of everyone and see what you can become.
Wow, that is a very empowering message. Thank you so much, May, for sharing with
Mm.
us. Yeah, and friends, well, we all know it's bear market, right? It's time to slow down a little bit and also, yeah, dig in to learn more. Also, share information with anyone who you think might be interesting to, yeah, to learn more, yeah, to dig in, yeah, to learn more about Web3, right? And also the AI tools and technology part, right? This is fantastic. And just like May said, sometimes you could just play the podcast and like a background, right? A background music or background sound, and then immerse yourself into it, and you are going to picking up a lot of terms and yeah, a lot of phrases naturally. Wow, that's a great idea. Thank you, May, for your time with us. And also shout out to the whole MBD Financials team. I know they have been working really hard, right, to make this happen and connecting us together to, yeah, create this amazing live session talking about AI, Metaverse, and NFT, the new digital DNA with May, the co-founder of MBD Financials. Thank you so much, May. Do you would you like to share any additional information to our audience before we wrap up this session? Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me again. Amazing host. I was so excited to be here, especially to your listeners as well. For the listeners out there, follow me, follow MBD Financials. Big shout out to my team. They have in the background have worked very hard, especially to make everything happen. When it comes to marketing and getting the message out there to all of our users. So follow our page, check out all of our updates and what we're launching, our website. We're very active. So if you join the Telegram, ask any question. All of our team members will be happy to answer those for you. And keep listening to her because she is amazing. I've listened to a few of your other podcasts as well. So continue to kind of follow this space because there's no going back. You're either going to be transitioning into it or you're going to be left behind. And we don't want to leave anyone behind.
That is great. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining our other sessions as well. Yeah, we will definitely invite you to come back again in the near future when MD Financials have any updates or when you would like to share any educational information with our audience as well. Thank you. And feel free to click on the red button, leave the studio, and continue your day or take a break. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
See
Have a
you
great
next
day.
time. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. And also, wow, we already got over 8,200 live views. That is amazing. Thank you, everyone. And well, feel free to let us know where are you from. Currently, Moonlight is located in Taipei City. It's about midnight, and May is based in the U.S., so it's around noon or morning time, right? And yeah, even though we are in different time zones and we're from different parts of the world, but we are here together and learning. Now I'm going to play our ending video to wrap up this session, but I will come back right away because we are going to start to drop boxes to the lucky winners. Thank you. Okie dokie, we are back. Let me share my screen again because, as promised, we selected several lucky audience during our live streaming, and I'm here to drop the crypto boxes. Usually, we give away crypto box code, right? But this time, I'm going to give away crypto box links. And let me also try this one. Oh, let me see. How about this one? This is a new a new screen, okay, for me to host an event over here. And friends, I believe like you have learned a lot, right, during today's session. And I do hope that you all had a great time and enjoy over here. Yes, I'm also going to send me a thank you message. Certainly. You are amazing. Thank you for everything. Our Balance of community is certainly growing with May, the co-founder of MBD Financials. She's just amazing. Now, let's see. I think I need to create multiple crypto boxes because we drew several friends, right, during our live sessions. Let me go to my search for crypto box. Okay, crypto box. And then let me create crypto boxes over here to our individualized winners. Here we go. And continue. Every time I do this, I need to scan my face. So that's why I keep looking over here because I'm scanning my face. It's Face ID. And then you ask me to share the link. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to post to our, who was our very first winner? Let me check out my replies. I go to my replies. This is an easy way to find who the winners are because I just go to my profile and replies, and then you are going to see what messages I replied over here. Mohammed, congratulations. We are going to send you the crypto link over here. And I'm also going to leave you a congratulation message over here. Please check your DM. Yeah, we are not going to share the link publicly because other people might claim it. Okay, that's why I always send a link to the DM. So Moonlight sends you a crypto box. Tap on link to claim now. I'm also going to use the GIF, the winner GIF over here. Here we go. Awesome. Okay, so by now you should receive the message. And then let's go to another lucky winner over here. Continue. Okay, let's go to our Next winner, scroll down, AZ Crypto. Congratulations. Let me also create another crypto box for our AZ Crypto over here. One box for this individual. Okay. Scan the face ID and then share the link, copy. Okay, now go to AZ Crypto as well. Here we go. Replies. Oh, you are also a first time winner. Oh my. We have a lot of first time winners today. Wow, that's great. Okay, I'm also going to reply. I sent you a crypto box. Please tape the link and claim now. Okay, I certainly need to make public announcement. So both the winner and myself know that we sent the box to you. Here we go. And next, let's go to the next winner. Who is it? Katrina. Congratulations, Katrina, and thank you so much for following us. And also, yeah, next donation guest, right? We love our guest speaker, May from NVIDIA Financial. She is certainly a great speaker. I am going to first send Katrina this message when I send you a crypto box. And then Katrina is also our first time winner. Create another box. This one's down. Create another one. One box. Only, yeah, one box for each winner. So I have to create each of the box individually because we want the winners to have their own crypto box. Here we go. You can just click on the link to claim your box. Be sure not to share the link with anyone. Okay, thank you. And next, let's go to Zip. Zip is also a long time supporter. Over here, create another box over here. One box. Here we go. And then click on over here. Okay, copy the link. Send. Here we go. And then when I send you a crypto box. Over here. Okay, GIF. Here we go. Yes. Okay, we also sent to Zip already. Now let's send to Lao. Lao is, I believe Lao is also a first time winner, right? We gave away a lot to our first time winner. Congratulations. Friends, come back again, okay? Because we do hope that you could come back and learn more as well as winning more prizes. Let me create another box over here. Continue. And then scan my face ID. Yeah, I keep doing this, repeating and repeating again. During our live session, it's the same thing because I have to create each box individually over here. Okay. Here we go. Let's come back to the original message. And then Say congratulations. And a GIF over here. Here we go. Okay, sending lots of crypto boxes to our winners over here. Awesome. Amazing. Let me go to my profile again. Refresh profile, and then you're going to see the replies. I believe I replies with a lot of yes. The box over here you already sent. Yes. Sent. Yes. Sent. Lots of boxes. Oh my, got lots of winners. Yes, yes. Join us for another giveaway. And okay. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Now, surely I have, yeah, share everything, right? All the boxes were being delivered to everyone. Appreciate you all for being here. Don't forget to continuing to support our guest speaker in May from the MBB Financials, because this is a great project and they not just thinking about their own growing and developing and building, right, but also caring other people who don't have the resources. That's a very important takeaway um, to me from this session today. And friends, let me check how many audience over here. Well, if you miss our previous sessions or previous halfway, I know some friends might join in halfway. Oh, we already got over 10,000 views. That is fast. Oh my. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do say bye to our Twitter Live friends and say bye to our YouTube Live friends. And we are going to do our replace for them.